إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبد الله ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليك سيدي يا رسول الله. ربنا افتح بيننا وبين قومنا بالحق وأنت خير الفاتحين. First of all, inshallah, I'd like to start with this poem, Arabic poem, inshallah. So anybody after that can translate it, it's okay. But I wrote this story, this poem few years ago, but it's called تسابيح الفؤاد, glorification of the heart. تسابيح الفؤاد. الليل يعلم ما يردده الفؤاد، والحزن مدفون كجمر يعلوه الرماد، وسماء عمري قد تلاشى ضوءها، فكأنها داج كثيف في حداد. كيف السبيل إلى الحياة ومجدنا، أنساه في الأذهان أحوال العباد. نستورد الأفكار من بلد الهوى، ومبادئ الإسلام يكسوها الكساد. ونفخر بالذي قد كان فينا، أليس ضياعه عار يزاد. يبوح القلب بالشكوى كثيرا، يبوح القلب بالشكوى مرارا، فمن يسمع تسابيح الفؤاد. فلو خطت مذابحنا لصارت، فلو خطت مذابحنا لصارت، مياه البحر من دمنا مداد. وما طاقت مسامعكم كلامي، وما أخرجت مكنون المراد. تكالبت الذئاب فليس ترضى سوى تخريب أركان البلاد. فأندلسي التي عاشت قرونا، تنير شموسها ظلم الفساد. تناثرت الشموس فليس إلا رماد الكفر يذروه الرماد. وأقصانا الذي دوما ينادي رجال العرب حي على الجهاد، تسيل دموعه حزنا علينا، كأن الدمع يرغب في التناد. فما سمعت مسامعنا نداه، كأننا صرنا من أهل الرقاد. يبوح القلب بالشكوى مرارا، فمن يسمع تسابيح الفؤاد. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, it's an honor tonight to be a part of this fruitful function. I'd like to take this opportunity to give out an important message about our dynamic and active Canadian Muslim youth. We tend to show support to other communities when sharing moments of happiness and sadness. We are here to work on and develop a bridge of communication with others, so others can understand Islam and the Muslim in a positive manner. We can't do that until understand our history and the history of others. Allah mentions the history of the previous nations in different types in His Holy Quran, such as prophets' stories and other people's stories. You know that stories occupy 1/3 of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the history in the Quran in 1/3 of his holy book. Studying the history represents 1/3 of the Holy Quran. Allah clarifies the wisdom of stating the history of the previous nation in many verses. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mention the history of the previous nation? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَقْصُصِ الْقَصَصَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. O Muhammad, tell the stories of the nation, of the previous nations. Relate the stories. Tell them the history of the previous nations. Perhaps they may contemplate, may reflect. Allah says, so relate the stories, perhaps they may reflect. Means to avoid their bad deeds and benefit from their mistakes. The Quran inserts lessons from which to fill the hearts with the fear of Allah and to have taqwa. When one reads the Quran and contemplates about its stories, we can live our present and plan for our future. And listen to this story. Imam Ahmad said, Al-Walid ibn Muslim reported that Safwan ibn Amr narrated from Abdul Rahman ibn Jubair ibn Nufayr, who narrated from his father. Listen. This narration from son on the authority of his father. So the Muslim family in the past were adhering to the Quran and the Sunnah. So in their home, among their families, the members of their families, they study Quran and they study Sunnah. They convey the message from generation to a generation. So this narration from Abdul Rahman ibn Jubair ibn Nufayr, who narrated from his father, who said, when Cyprus was conquered, families separated, and they left crying due to their separation. He said, I saw Abu Darda weeping on his own while the Cyprus was conquered and the families separated. They cried. And Abdul Rahman ibn Jubair ibn Nufayr saw Abu Darda was crying. And he was surprised. Why? He asked him, "Oh Abu Darda, what makes you cry on a day when Allah has made Islam and its people victorious? Why? Why do you cry now?" He replied, "Woe unto you, O Jubair! How worthless are people in the sight of Allah if they rejected His commands. ما أهون الخلق على الله إنهم عصوه إنهم عصوا أوامره إنهم انحرفوا عن أوامره." O Jubair, how worthless are people in the sight of Allah if they rejected His command. When once they were a sovereign nation, they turned away from the command of Allah, so this was their fate. Means, what happened to the people of Cyprus, because they were deviating from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, when you study the history of Al-Andalus, you will discover that when you are closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah gives you the power. This power not to dominate the world or to win more land or money, no, but this power to spread the oneness of Allah, the justice, the goodness among all people. But when we leave Allah's commands and deviate from Allah's path, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish us as any nation. For this reason, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the history of the previous nations in more than 1/3 of His holy book. And also for this reason, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam narrated in this hadith, يُوشِكُ أَن تَتَدَاعَى عَلَيْكُمُ الْأُمَمِ. Means be careful, because approaching the hour the many different people will summon each other as inviting for eating to attack you. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, people would soon summon one another to attack you as people do when eating, inviting others to come and share their dish. The Sahaba asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, أَوَ مِنْ قِلَّةٍ نَحْنُ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ? Would that, because of our small number at that time? He replied, no. You will be numerous. You will be many at that time. But you would be like the scum and rubbish. وَلَكِنَّكُمْ غُثَاء. But you would be like the scum and rubbish that is carried down by a torrent. And Allah will remove the fear of you from the breasts of your enemy and place lasting wahan, innovation in your hearts. And the Sahaba said, what does wahan mean? The Prophet ﷺ said, the love of this world and dislike of the hereafter. Dear brothers and sisters, what I want to say, studying the history, our history or the history of the previous nation, help us to correct our mistakes, to build up our characteristics, to revive the reality of our religion. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless your time, to open your heart and mind to benefit from this great event. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all of our and your effort. And finally, I'd like to thank Brother Ahmed Khalil for his kind invitation, and thank for all of you. جزاكم الله خيرا. اللهم إنا نسألك بأسمائك الحسنى وصفاتك العلى أن تحينا على طاعتك، وأن تتوفنا على ملة نبيك، وألا تعاقبنا بذنوبنا، وألا تسلط علينا أنفسنا. اللهم لا تؤاخذنا بما فعلنا ولا بما فعل السفهاء منا. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه، وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. وصلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على محمد.